we have in store. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And the Golden Gophers will put total leather and we'll get started. That one bounds through the end zone and it'll be a touchback. The Mountaineers offense will get the first crack at it here. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Dropping back, it's Green. Finds his back in the middle.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
He's got an open man. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
The Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. They'll try to pop the draw. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They try to pop a run on the draw. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Coming up, 4th down.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Off the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Pulls it in. It's Fox. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. And the Mountaineers look to do some damage in the red zone.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone.
Get set.
On the run, it's White. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
The give from the gun. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
To the air, it's Brosmer. Takes a hit as he fires. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the return, it's Fox. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Fires to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
It's a draw. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field.
First down, West Virginia.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's caught downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. He does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Back to pass, it's Brosmer. Gets it out quickly. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Fox. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Looking to move it through the air. Snags it over the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They're bringing heat. Complete downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They want to just keep throwing it. That's caught. It's Gallagher. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The completion short of the sticks. It's second down. They'll try the right side. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll run for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. First down here for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Taylor. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. To the air, it's Brosmer. Coming, fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The Golden Gophers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Spits it out to the back. Never breaks stride. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Takes it the other way. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Golden Gophers are threatening on 1st and goal. Running back goes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get routed up.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The give. He's there to make the stop.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. Got room on the return. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Short gain on the play before he slides. Line getting set on 2nd down. To the air, it's Brosmer. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Gets it out fast. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Finds his big tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This guy just gives you that. He's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. A shot toward the end zone. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. The Mountaineers will boot it away to start the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Running back searching for a hole. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Brosmer. Quick strike complete. Gets away from one, finds room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Golden Gophers are flying down the field. Going up top on first down. Trying to get... And here's a fumble way behind the line.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
On second down, he'll fire. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Third down coming up after that completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Working the middle, it's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. The Golden Gophers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Quickly to the tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback in the contribution.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Looking to pass. It's Green. Slides away. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. And the Mountaineers have moved it inside the 20. They'll try to run for it. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. After the run, now to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete out of the backfield.
Runs out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Now, 4th down.
That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Feeling some, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense